Hey there, back at it again with some more WoW Classic. So, let's jump right in. Come on, game, load. Please. Any day now. Alright. Okay, let's see, what were we doing? I do have some junk I need to sell.
I am honored.
And I can repair. Um, those are old. I'll hang on to that axe. The the cloth I may end up using for first aid, and the egg I might use for cooking, and I might use the spider legs for cooking also.
Venadris.
And I've got 6 silver at the moment. How am I looking on arrows? I should buy more arrows. Weaponsmith,
goods are of
you
the
don't sell
highest
arrows. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm looking for.
Greetings.
I don't want to buy too many of the rough arrows because I upgrade to sharp arrows at level 10. But I think a couple stacks will... Actually, you know what? They're cheap enough. I might as well. And I can just delete
May the stars guide you.
the arrows if I end up not using them, which I doubt I will use all the arrows that I just got. But right now we are heading to do these timbling stuff, collect the seeds and sprouts. So, I guess I can explain this in case you don't know how Hunter works. So Hunter's Mark is a debuff that I can place on enemies, and it places Hunter's Mark on the target, increasing the ranged attack power of all attackers against that target by 20. In addition, the target of this ability can always be seen by the hunter whether it stealths or turns invisible. The target also appears on the minimap. Lasts for 2 minutes. That the second half of the debuff is mainly for PvP. Serpent Sting. It stings the target, causing 20 nature damage over 15 seconds. Only one sting per hunter can be active on any one target. And Arcane Shot has a 6-second cooldown. And it's an instant shot that causes 13 arcane damage. So, right now, my kind of, rotation is, what the community calls it in this game. But, the thing I'm going to do to kill everything right now with the spells I have is target them, mark them, be at range, and then Serpent Sting, wait for an auto shot, Arcane Shot, and then if I can get off another auto shot, great. If not, then as soon as they get to me, I hit them with a Raptor Strike, which is a melee attack. Again, 6-second cooldown, same as Arcane Shot. And it's just a strong attack that increases melee damage by 5. And you'll notice this Arcane Shot, it says instant cast, but Raptor Strike says next melee. So what this means is Arcane Shot and Serpent Sting and Hunter's Mark, all of these are instant cast, which means the second you activate it, it fires immediately. However, Raptor Strike, being next melee, is based off of the auto attack, which the cooldown for auto attack is based on the speed of your weapon, or if you're dual wielding, then you get multiple auto attacks for each weapon, and each auto attack is based on the speed of that particular weapon. So right now, my dagger that I'm using has a speed of 1.7, which means it attacks once every 1.7 seconds. So, Raptor Strike will deal that extra bonus melee damage the next time I auto attack. Which, because I have quartz now, I installed that the other day. In episode 1, I'm pretty sure. My auto attacks are represented here in the cast bar. My auto shots and my auto attacks are shown there. It'll be like a thin gray line that goes across. Yeah, this line right here. And, for hunters, casting, one of these, one of our abilities, if you time it wrong, you can actually delay, your next auto shot, which is kind of bad for, DPS. Sometimes, the ability you're going to cast is important enough that you don't care about delaying the auto attack, but it's something you want to keep in mind if you're playing Hunter. So, as soon as I cast this Serpent Sting, it's going to automatically trigger my auto shot. So, I'm going to cast the Serpent Sting, and then I'm going to wait for my auto shot to go off, and then I'm going to cast Arcane Shot, and then I'm going to wait for the next auto shot, and by that point the enemy will probably be close, and then I switch to melee by activating Raptor Strike, which then automatically activates the auto attack. So, mark it, Serpent Sting, auto shot, Arcane Shot, auto shot, and then switch to melee. Another thing I can explain for people that don't know, the damage numbers that, like, pop out of the enemy as you're fighting them, they have special colors that, signify information. So, auto attacks and auto shots, are colored as white damage numbers. And, yellow numbers are, like, spell effects. So, like, the 13 damage from Arcane Shot will pop up as yellow. And that 13 damage is just base damage for the spell. The Arcane Shot is a arcane damage spell, so it is affected by, like, it would be affected by if I had any gear that had, like, plus arcane damage, or any gear that has just increased spell damage. That would also boost Arcane Shot. And I believe even I believe there's also some, like undocumented, like, synergies that can boost things as well. So, like, off the top of my head, looking at my character stats, I don't see anything that would outright boost my Arcane Shot. Aside from getting a critical hit, which is a random chance. Yeah. But I would be willing to bet that when I use this Arcane Shot, it might do more than 13 damage without being a critical. Now, so right now, if I look at this, my ranged power is 64. If I do Hunter's Mark, it doesn't show it here, but because of the Hunter's Mark, I gain 20 ranged attack power against this target, so it's actually 84, which just boosts my base damage per second with my bow and arrow. And again, Serpent Sting causes 20 damage over 15 seconds. And I'm not going to do the math on that right now. I guess my Arcane Shot isn't being, like, increased by anything hidden, and it is just 13 damage right now. Because I don't have any, like, spell power or anything like that.
Work complete.
Alright, that was the last of the sprouts I need. And I just need one more seed. Alright, cool. So now I'm going back to, turn in these quests and accept new ones. Now, you may be wondering why I'm not bothering to hit this guy with Hunter's Mark. It's because I pulled him in melee range, so I wouldn't have been able to take advantage of the increased to ranged attack power, because it's specifically ranged attack power and not melee attack power. Now, there is just attack power, which applies to both, I believe. Actually, no, I think I'm wrong on that. I think attack power is just melee attack power, and ranged attack power is ranged attack power. Now, there is agility, which increases both attack power and melee attack power.
Can I assist you? Alone light your path. Good luck, friend. May the stars guide you.
Alright, concussive shot is actually kinda huge, so I'm definitely gonna grab that, grab my new spells. Back in town. While I'm here, I'm gonna go ahead and sell some of my junk. I could keep these herbs to try and sell on the auction house, but it's really not going to be worth it, I don't think. That I will keep, and I'll I'll put that on an action bar slot. Because it will be useful for a tough enemy that I will encounter
Be careful.
later. I believe the hunter trainer's over here. Now you've seen the like yellow or gold exclamation points or exclamation marks, exclamation marks, above NPCs' heads, and that is a quest that you can get right now, like they have available to give you. These gray or silver ones are letting you know that they will have a quest for you. You just aren't a high enough level yet. It's like they show up when you're within like 5 levels of being able to get it. And this specifically, this one at the Hunter Trainer is the level 10 quest chain to be able to tame hunter pets.
I am honored.
Also, get parry now, concussive shot, and raptor strike.
Farewell.
Parry is a passive, and it does require a melee weapon to be equipped, because it's the way parry works is it's an RNG, it's a random chance based on a myriad of stats, but mainly I think agility increases parry chance, but maybe it doesn't. I'm not entirely sure what increases parry chance, or maybe nothing increases parry chance. But I have a 4.68% chance to parry, which means if an enemy is attacking me with a melee attack, like a physical damage melee attack, not like casting a spell or something like that, I have a chance to parry it, which means I like deflect it with my melee weapon, and then part of getting a parry is instantly hitting them back with an auto attack. Regardless of if, like, even if you just hit them with an auto attack, and, like, your auto attack cooldown has got, like, maybe you're using, like, a big two-handed mace, and it's a really slow weapon with, like, a 3 seconds between each attack. Even if you just smack them in the face, and you're on a 3-second cooldown, if you parry one of their melee attacks, you instantly hit them back. And then it restarts your melee auto attack cooldown. Now you can get back-to-back parries if you're lucky. I also got Concussive Shot, which has a 12-second cooldown, and it dazes the target, slowing movement speed by 50% for 4 seconds. So, Concussive Shot is a good opener, especially before I get a pet. So now my rotation is going to be Hunter's Mark, and then when I want to start combat, I will hit them with Concussive Shot, which will slow them, and then I'll hit them with Serpent Sting, Arcane, or Auto Shot, Arcane Shot, and then however many auto shots I can get off before they get to me, and then swap to melee. But Concussive Shot will just slow them down at the beginning of combat, which will hopefully allow me to get off another 1 or 2 auto shots. And then I got a new rank of Raptor Strike. So now my Raptor Strike will cost more mana, but it will do 6 more damage.
Ishnu Daldie, Elune light your path.
I think this is a good place to leave, to end this episode, though. And, another thing to explain before I go. The experience bar, you may notice that it's blue at the moment. There is a thing called rested experience, and it actually explains it in this tooltip. That bar represents the amount of experience you have earned, and the color of the XP bar indicates your rest state. Light blue for rested and purple for normal. Rested players earn twice the experience they would normally gain from slaying a monster. Characters become less rested when they kill monsters and more rested by spending time at or logging out at an inn or city. So, the thing to do while you're leveling a character is to log out at an inn or a city. That way, while you're offline, your character is gaining rested. That way, when you log back in the next time, you will be able to get twice the amount of experience for killing monsters. That way you can level a little bit faster. Keep in mind, the majority of the experience that you get while leveling is from killing monsters. And questing, while the quests themselves do give you some experience when you turn them in, and rewards, don't get me wrong, like new armor and weapons and stuff like that, and later on, reputations, that is important. But I think while you're leveling, a more important thing with quests is they give you a reason to go out and kill monsters. So, like, you're not just killing monsters to kill monsters. You're killing monsters because they attacked some dude's farm, and he's going to pay you to go get revenge on the monsters. And as proof that you killed them, you know, you have to collect talons or bear asses or whatever the case may be. But again, the goal is to get you out of town and killing monsters. But yeah, that's going to do it for this episode, and I'll see you next time.